You know, when I'm out there in the house, cops came out here. Told me I was just taking out the garbage. Where you been?
Shit, man, I've been taking care of these motherfuckers.
Oh, damn.
Y'all was coming in, and now you're backing out. Now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. Shotgun in your mouth. I'm glad you brought your friends. They can watch it go down. Watch it go down. I got mine too. So welcome to my house. Welcome to my house. 'Cause these are my people, and this is my land. This is my land. And this is what we pray for, and this is God's plan. This is God's plan. And if you ain't from here, then you won't understand. You won't understand. This is my country, and this is who I am. So welcome to my house. So welcome to my house. Mine. You better believe it, 'cause today won't be your day. I can guarantee it, you should turn and walk away and get to leaving, or I'll let this 12 gauge do all my speaking. Don't push me on the edge, boy. Don't push me on the edge, boy. 'Cause I'm aiming for your head, boy. 'Cause I'm aiming for your head, boy. And all I see is red, boy. And all I see is red, boy. I told you not to cross that line. I told you not to cross that line. I'm giving you a chance, boy. I'm giving you a chance. You see the devil in a glance, boy. The devil in a glance, boy. I can knock you out your pants, boy. Knock you out your pants, boy. I told you not to fuck with mine. I told you not to fuck with mine. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. Y'all was coming in, and now you're backing out. Now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. Shotgun in your mouth. I'm glad you brought your friends. They can watch it go down. Watch it go down. I got mine too. So welcome to my house. 'Cause these are my people, and this is my land. This is my land. And this is what we pray for, and this is God's plan. This is God's plan. And if you ain't from here, then you won't understand. You won't understand. This is my country, and this is who I am. So welcome to my house. So welcome to my house.
I got a baby girl inside this house, and right now she's sound asleep. So it's probably best for the both of us if you just turn around and leave. Cause if you come in this fucking house, then you too gonna go to sleep. I promise you, boy, don't play with me. I pray to God my soul to keep. Especially this day and age, gotta handle shit our own way. With a 30-30 horse 12 gauge behind this door, you're hella weight. My old lady, she rides too, picking up every shell case, mopping up these blood stains, but she ain't seen a damn thing. Most of my people are convicts, hard-headed, no nonsense. So please approach with caution. You never know who's watching. You never know what's on the other side of that front door, and you knocking might step out like motherfuckers get to dropping. All the neighbors heard was the dogs barking. The sun was down, it was getting dark, and I told the sheriff it ain't no problems, man. I was just taking out the garbage. So if you don't mind, please excuse me. I'm with the family trying to watch a movie. I'm sure you got better things to do, so I'll let you go and get back to doing.
Coming in, and now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. Glad you brought your friends, they can watch it go down. I got mine too, so welcome to my house. Cause these are my people, and this is my land. And this is what we pray for, and this is God's plan. My country, this is who I am. So welcome to my house. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. So welcome to my house. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. So welcome to my house. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. So welcome to my house. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy.
Some neighbors heard some gunshots. They wanted me to come check it out. I was just taking out trash. And I ain't heard nothing. We've been hanging out, you know. Ain't nothing going on around here. I just got the kids in the house and stuff like that. We're just hanging out, having a good old time. Gotcha. Yeah, man. That's it. Sounds good to me. All right, y'all take it easy. Have a good night, man. You too, man. You ain't gonna believe what happened over here, man. Yeah. We're gonna run out there and really went into the house. Somebody had good and cops came out here. Told me I was just taking out the garbage. Where you been?
Shit, man, I've been taking care of these motherfuckers.
iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams. Race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12 Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own Indianapolis 500, Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
My name is Steven Corpenos. I'm a senior web developer here at iRacing, and I work on the beta UI. It's funny because iRacing has been around for 10 years, but we want to keep delivering the best possible user experience to our customers, and we've found that the old UI isn't exactly what we're trying to deliver in 2018. We want to use new features and provide the best possible experience when using the sim. One of the projects that I've been working on is some custom heat racing configuration for hosted races. We've been listening to our customers. Everyone's been asking for custom heat races. Maybe you want to tweak a few things with the preset iRacing configurations. Well, now you can using the beta UI. So once you're at the home page of the beta UI, you just go to create a race. Then from there you go to your set race options. And you'll notice here under event types, you can actually choose heat racing. First, I'm going to show you how to create a new format from scratch. You can choose the number of entrants. And as you can see, when I made that change, the change was actually reflected on the right side in the graph. Also, you can use the estimated duration at the bottom of the graph when you're changing the length to see what the total duration of your event will be. In addition, you can customize every aspect of the session information, practice, qualifying, heat races, consolations, and of course, the final feature race. Because the beta UI allows us to develop features that are robust and complex, this feature will be exclusively available on the beta UI. Once you've made all of the changes, you can hit save. Say you forgot what you selected. You can always preview it using the preview format button. We are very excited to release the brand new heat racing configuration feature that will be available in Season 3 of iRacing.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV's coverage of the Next Level Racing 360 Sprint Cars. Tonight, the series First time ventures to the Lincoln Speedway, a new addition to the iRacing stable, and we're getting ready to go for qualifying. Hope everyone's having a good Wednesday evening. I'm Drake York, joined by Kelby Cross. And Kelby, this is the first time we're able to see the new Lincoln Speedway on iRacing with the Next Level Racing 360s.
Well, if what we saw during the practice session is any indication to how the racing's going to go, we should be in for an entertaining night here at one of the hotbeds for the Pennsylvania Posse, now in video game form here on the line.
Just turning in their first set of laps for qualifying. Michael Farron currently the fastest. Now watching Mason Hannigan, currently your points leader with the Apex Series, in car number 1 as he works his way down the back straightaway into 3 and 4.
Mason Hannigan, of course, the son of California great, the Hurricane Randy Hannigan, many-time winner at San Jose Speedway and throughout the state of California. 1998 Golden State Challenge King of California was Randy Hannigan.
Hannigan going to go second fastest. Currently Ryan Avila the fastest. Watching Tilly as he shuts down from a qualifying run, which sees him goes 9th fastest. Here's Kenny Hoffman, banging it off the boards in 3 and 4. He went upside down at big time weight last week at Limeland, and that lap is also going to suffer, so Hoffman may have some work to do here tonight. Showblock currently now in the second spot, looking at Aiden Forrester here in car number 20.
Ryan Avila, the current quick timer, is riding a 2-race win streak coming into the evening.
Forrester able to go 12th fastest there on that lap. Now gets bumped down to 13th. Kenny Hoffman, despite getting off the boards at every end of the speedway, has gone second fastest. Ryan Avila still the fastest in qualifying with 30 seconds left. Second driver, or second in points currently, I should say. Ty Showblock currently third in this one, watching Josh Steinke off number 4. Showblock, your points leader, excuse me. Steinke in second. Steinke going to go 6th fastest that time by, as the clock is running out here for qualifying for the Next Level Racing 360s.
Josh Steinke has had some pretty good showings thus far this season as he runs 6th fastest there. In theory, that should put him on the front row of a heat race, I believe.
So with that qualifying in the books, Ryan Avila, your fastest qualifier here in the SpeedChat51.com, number 49. Kenny Hoffman, second fastest. Ty Showblock third. Mason Hannigan fourth. Alex Herzinski rounds out the top 5. Josh Steinke, Sparky, Josh Van Man, 7th fastest. Not a bad showing for him. 8th fastest, Aiden Forrester. Michael Farron 9th. Jonathan Paquette rounding out your top 10. As there you see 11th through 19th. Cars Tyler Cowles and Andrew Allen with no time. So hopefully see those guys out in the heat races. We know for sure 2 straight to the feature, but right now with only 18 cars, it looks like we'll take all of them to the feature. Nonetheless, your starting lineup for heat race number 1, your quick time qualifier, Ryan Avila will line up to the inside of the front row, and 2 is outside. Your points leader, Ty Showblock. Dinsky and Sparky, Josh Van Man make up row number 2. Michael Farron and Ryan Frugier at row number 3. Terrell Wheeler, Coulter West, row 4. And in the 5th and final row by his lonesome, starting 9th, will be Stephen Vogelsong in the 47. With the Apex Sanctioned Series, this will be our first look at competitive racing action here at the fabulous Lincoln Speedway in Pennsylvania. Ty Showblock will bring us down to the green flag. Looks like we've ditched the pace truck for this week. I don't know what kind of car that is. You may be more well-versed in makes and models. What do we got out here?
That looks like a Toyota Camry to me. I'm not sure.
Should probably know if it's Toyota or not. I don't know.
Or no, it might be a Ford. That might be a Ford Fusion or something.
Plus, we got 360 sprint cars on the track. We know that much. Ryan Avila, Ty Showblock, the front row. Heat race number 1 is green at the fabulous Lincoln Speedway.
Avila goes into 1 and 2 with the lead. Showblock and Szerzinski going side by side for second off of turn number 2. Give it to Showblock coming out of 2 into turn number 3 and off of turn number 4. Ryan Avila going to lead lap number 1.
At 49, looking very sporty, and as you mentioned, Kelby coming off 2 straight wins, trying to make it a 3-peat here tonight at Lincoln. He's got Showblock right on his tail tank as they dive into turn number 3. Showblock looks low. He pulls even with the Villa side by side down the front stretch into 1.
Showblock taking a long peekaboo as he finally clears Avila off of turn number 2. Avila turns it back underneath him into turn number 3. Off of turn number 4, Showblock going to muster the momentum to keep the lead.
Alex Trzynski laying back in the weeds in the 3rd spot. If the top 2 get together, he could have a say in who wins this heat race. It's a 3-car tussle at the front of the field. Trzynski dives low to the guardrail in 3.
3-car race for the lead, potentially brewing here as Trzynski trying to get to the inside of Avila. Showblock has an interesting line as he kind of diamonds a little bit off of 1 and 2, keeps it smooth through 3 and 4, but Avila's all over the back bumper.
Again to the low side, it's getting pretty slick down there, so you almost just got to hit the bottom if you want a good run off the corner, just like Alex Trzynski has. He bolts in a second.
Alex Trzynski and Ryan Avila have been going side by side for a majority of this race since Showblock has made himself the dominant car out front. Trzynski clears Avila. Avila takes a dip back down low into turn number 3 and off of turn number 4. Showblock coming back at him.
Basically, with all the cars going to the feature, these guys are racing for starting positions as Ryan Avila wall rides it through the corner, biked it up. He's still within 2 car lengths as Trzynski for the 2nd spot as they turn for 2 laps to go.
Let me correct myself. That is Alex Trzynski running in the 2nd spot now as Avila runs up on the wall once again as they go side by side for the 4th spot. That's Farron and Van Haren off of turn number 4. As the white flag coming out, Drake.
Sparky trying to give Farron the business for 4th, but up front, Ty Showblock, your points leader with the Next Level Racing 360s, will roll from the pole here at the Lincoln Speedway. He's your winner of heat race number 1. Alex Trzynski 2nd, Ryan Avila 3rd, Michael Farron 4th, Van Mayen 5th, Wheeler 6th, West 7th, Fruget 8th, and Voldesong rounds out your 9-car field in heat race number 1.
Good stuff there. In heat race number 1, Ty Showblock the winner, Alex Trzynski, Ryan Avila, Michael Farron, Van Mayen in 5th, Wheeler, West, Fruget, and Vogelsong going to round out the field. But Ty Showblock flexing his muscles in that heat race.
Yeah, out it. He got up front early and kept the lead, and he'll start from the pole. Heat race number 2 on the track now. At a very stout front row on the inside in his home state tonight in the SpeedShop51.com, number 11. That's Kenny Hoffman. And to his outside, a rare appearance in the 360 for this driver out of Pittsboro, Indiana, the current Apex points leader. That's Little Hurricane Mason Hannigan. Second in points coming into tonight, Josh Steinke will start from the inside of row number 2, and to his outside will be Aiden Forrester. Jonathan Paquette and Dustin Sargent will make up row number 3. Aussie on the inside of row number 4 with the SpeedShop51.com 51 of Clayton Tilley. It was outside Randy Shreves. Tyler Cowles and Andrew Allen will round out your 10-car starting field.
Joshua Steinke going to roll off from the 3rd position. He's 28 points off the lead, and we saw Ty Showblock win heat race number 1. So if Steinke wants to keep pace, he's going to have to make something happen in this heat race.
Got to go through 2 stout cars to get there. That's the thing. Hoffman always competitive no matter what series we see him in. A pro driver to his outside, another pro driver, and as I mentioned earlier, currently leading the Apex Autoglass and Tinting Wing 410 Sprint Car Championship point standings. Mason again. Steinke, a well-respected driver with his own right, but tough cars to get past here, no doubt about it. Question is, can he do it? Hoffman. Hannigan will set the pace into the fire-off zone in turn number 4.
Green flag racing. Flag race into 1 and 2 is won by Kenny Hoffman, but on the top of the racetrack, here comes Mason Hannigan. One of them rolling off the wall off of turn number 2, but Mason Hannigan's taking the lead off of turn number 4. He's going to lead lap number 1. Hoffman into the wall.
Hoffman into the wall big time, and no yellow flags in heat race competition. So that will send him way to the back. We'll see if he's able to keep it going. Nope, I already see the pit next to his name. Tough break for Hoffman, but at least we'll get a shell out of it in the feature event. Back up front, Mason Hannigan, your leader. Forrester, Steinke, Paquette, Tilly, the top 5. Here's Tilly to the inside of Paquette. That is the race for the 4th spot into turn 3.
Tilly and Paquette continue their battle off of turn number 4, side by side, all the way around the Lincoln Speedway. Into 1 and 2, the 51 noses ahead off of the bottom of the racetrack.
Seen Tilly last week at the Williams Grove Speedway with the 410. We saw him putt around the guardrail to great success. Now he jumps up high side off of turn number 4. Paquette right there trying to get the spot back. He shuts the door. Paquette into the back of Tilly in turn number 1. Tilly around, Paquette around. One more collected as well. We stay green.
Mason Hannigan continues to lead. Aiden Forrester, Joshua Steinke, the top 3 and a breakaway from the field. Steinke took a peek to the inside of Forrester off of turn number 2, but nothing going. Hannigan dips it down low off of turn number 4 as he maintains his lead with 3 laps to go.
To this point, Mason Hannigan has done a great job playing spoiler. We don't see him a lot with the Next Level Racing 360 Sprint Cars, but in a rare appearance tonight, he is up at the front here in heat race number 2.
He is going to have some lap traffic to encounter here. We'll see if that causes anybody to close up. See if Forster is going to lick his chops a little bit, hopefully looking for an opening. As Hannigan has some trouble with them off of turn number 4, the 48 is going to spin out right in front of him. White flag next time by. Here comes Forrester. Hannigan into the wall.
Paquette absolutely killed Hannigan's momentum, and Aiden Forrester says thank you very much. He bolts to the lead as they turn under the white flag.
Back into 1 and 2, Aiden Forrester rolling the top and getting away. Mason Hannigan in second, Steinke in third as they come off of turn number 4 to the checkered flag. Aiden Forrester wins heat race number 2. Mason Hannigan, Josh Steinke, Dustin Sargent, and coming off of turn number 4 now will be Randy Shreves picking up the heat race top 5. But how about Aiden Forrester biding his time and making it happen, picking up the heat race victory with a late race pass.
Christmas came early for Aiden Forrester as we get ready for the feature event. So it looks like there's going to be a quick warm-up session before we get going to the features. Real quick before we step away, Aiden Forrester, your winner. Mason Hannigan, second. Josh Steinke, third. Sergeant, fourth. Randy Shreves rounding out the top 5. Jonathan Paquette, Clayton Tilley, Kenny Hoffman, Tyler Cowles, and Andrew Allen rounding out the top 10. But as you just heard me allude to, we're going to let the feature drivers come out here and work the speedway a little bit before we get into tonight's feature event. With that, we'll step away, and coming up next on Ultimate Dirt TV is tonight's Next Level Racing 360 feature event.
My name is Stephen Corpenos. I'm a senior web developer here at iRacing, and I work on the beta UI. It's funny because iRacing has been around for 10 years, but we want to keep delivering the best possible user experience to our customers, and we've found that the old UI isn't exactly what we're trying to deliver in 2018. We want to use new features and provide the best possible experience when using the sim. One of the projects that I've been working on is some custom heat racing configuration for hosted races. We've been listening to our customers. Everyone's been asking for custom heat races. Maybe you want to tweak a few things with the preset iRacing configurations. Well, now you can using the beta UI. So once you're at the homepage of the beta UI, you just go to create a race. Then from there you go to your set race options. And you'll notice here under event types, you can actually choose heat racing. First, I'm going to show you how to create a new format from scratch. You can choose the number of entrants. And as you can see, when I made that change, the change was actually reflected on the right side in the graph. Also, you can use the estimated duration at the bottom of the graph when you're changing the length to see what the total duration of your event will be. In addition, you can customize every aspect of the session information, practice, qualifying, heat races, consolations, and of course, the final feature race. Because the beta UI allows us to develop features that are robust and complex, this feature will be exclusively available on the beta UI. Once you've made all of the changes, you can hit save. Say you forgot what you selected. You can always preview it using the preview format button. We are very excited to release the brand new heat racing configuration feature that will be available in Season 3 of iRacing.
Welcome you back to the fabulous Lincoln Speedway. It is feature time for the Next Level Racing 360 Sprint Cars. Here is your starting lineup. We're going to go all the way from 19th starting Andrew Allen all the way to the front row. Here is your starting lineup. You heard me allude to it earlier. Andrew Allen will start shotgun on the field tonight from the 19th starting spot. Working our way up to row number 9, Tyler Cowles on the outside starting 18th and Stephen Voldesong starting 17th. Keep your eye on this driver. His home state here tonight in the SpeedShop51.com. Number 11, it's Kenny Hoffman. To his inside, starting 15th, Ryan Frugier. It's the Aussie, Clayton Tilley, starting 14th on the outside of row number 7. To his inside, Coulter West. California racer Jonathan Paquette will start 12th in this feature event. To his inside, Terrell Wheeler. Working into the top 10 now. On the outside of row number 5 will be Randy Shreves. And to his inside, the guy that runs this series, Van Mayen, better known as Sparky, will start 9th. Dustin Sargent and Michael Farron make up row number 4. Josh Steike, your current points leader, or excuse me, currently second in the points with the Next Level Racing 360s. To his inside, Ryan Avila looking for the 3-peat. Little Hurricane Mason Hannigan will start 4th, and to his inside, Alex Rzinski. And your front row winner of heat race number 2, Aiden Forrester, and to his inside, your current points leader, Ty Showblock. Cars here at the fabulous Lincoln Speedway. The first time released under the Apex Sanctioned Series that we will see a feature event here at this famous Pennsylvania track. Lights are out. Pace car, Leanna Field, Ty Showblock, Aiden Forrester. Us down to the start off at turn number 4.
Green is out into 1 and 2. Ty Showblock moves to the lead. Aiden Forrester trying to get a run off the top of the racetrack as they go side by side for the second spot momentarily. Put Forrester back into the second spot as we've got the yellow coming out already.
Unlike the heat races, we do have yellow flags in the feature event, so we're going to get a look at a replay here and see what happened watching Kenny Hoffman. He's going to be in white and pink, number 11. It off into 1 and 2 and just backs it in, and for the second week in a row, Hoffman takes a tumble. Time it comes on lap number 1 here at the Lincoln Speedway.
It looked to me like Hoffman hit the car in front of him, and that kind of ricocheted him into the outside wall into 1 and 2. Oh, it looks like the 51 rode up on the back of the car in front of the 51 car, and then Hoffman just nowhere to go, and that's unfortunate for the guy who's sitting 3rd in the points right now in this series.
Talked about that hard hit he took at Lima Land last week. The Speedway not much kinder to him at all. It's 2 big flips in 2 weeks with the Next Level Racing 360s. See Allen already down into the pits, and it looks like that will bring an end to his night, unfortunately very prematurely.
Very unfortunate. That was one of those race within the races that was going to be fun to watch. Unfortunately, sometimes that's racing.
So back to green, double file restart is the same, just minus Kenny Hoffman. Block, Forrester. Green flag is back out. Try number 2 here at the Lincoln Speedway.
Into 1 and 2. Showblock goes to the lead off of turn number 2. Szerzinski moves into the second spot as Forrester's back to 3rd, trying to battle back on the outside to get back into the second spot.
Szerzinski quietly working along the bottom side of the speedway through turns 1 and 2. Forrester trying not to get gobbled up. Here's Ryan Avila. Big slider. Avila had to jump on the brakes to avoid Szerzinski. That's going to open up to him to attack on the inside.
3 wide for the 3rd spot into 1 and 2. Mason Hannigan down on the bottom as the yellow flag comes out once again.
Look at the replay, see what happened here. Josh Steinke in that black red and yellow number 80, second in the points coming into tonight. Some help from the inside and spins off the corner.
So
from
that's
Coulter
second.
West in the 10.
That's second and third in the points. Already having troubles early on. Obviously, Kenny Hoffman done for the night, but now Josh Steinke having issues.
Looks like that tear up too much stuff on the 80 machine, so he should be able to continue on. He's got a long way to go now as Ty Showblock, the guy he's racing for this championship, currently heads the field. Will be fun to watch, though. Fortunately for him, the field is not that big tonight, and we've already lost a few cars, so he's already... The long and short way to say this is, if it's going to happen in any race, he'd probably want it to be this race. Block, so nobody's really had anything for him. We're going to see if Strzezinski has something for him here on this restart. One more lap at least under the yellow flag here. Show Block. Zoom the race as your leader.
Jobalak has gotten very good starts off of the bottom of the racetrack, so it makes sense why he keeps going back down there. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Exactly. Of course, Showblock, once again, your points leader with the series entering tonight. Is it down? Green flag is back out.
In the 1 and 2 as we ride along with Strzezinski. He and Forster get together. Strzezinski is sideways in front of the field, and he gets clobbered.
Lots of cars involved in turn number 2. Strzezinski keeps it rolling, albeit with a bit of front end damage. Yellow is back out here at the Lincoln Speedway, and you mentioned it, Kelby, that took out a lot of cars. So let's see. Watch Strzezinski. He's on the outside of the front row coming down to the green flag. There's Forrester to his inside. The corner. Oh, the two just tag. Plain and simple. And field basically nowhere to go.
Tough break for Strzezinski running second there. Hopefully we can get some green flag laps in here pretty soon. Only 6 laps into this 35-lap feature.
For keeping track of Josh Steinke's progress back through the field, well, he just picked up a few more spots right there. So the driver's second in points. I think right now he's got to be thinking to himself, maybe I just need to survive for a few laps, get some free out way, and at least try to minimize the damage, because the way Ty Showblock's driving tonight, I don't think anybody's going to have anything for him, but we're going to wait and see. Maybe we'll get some green flag laps in. Back to green flag through turns 1 and 2.
Riding along with Mason Hannigan is trying to make some moves down on the inside of the racetrack. I believe he just went from 4th to 2nd as he comes off of turn number 4. Showblock leads it. Hannigan now down on the bottom of the inside of the racetrack as they come off of turn number 2. Forrester on the outside, and don't look now, but here comes the 51 of Tilley all of a sudden.
Looking at the bottom side of the racetrack, it may or may not be the place to be here in a few laps, as some drivers are getting some great runs off the corner. Watch Clayton Tilley on the inside there in the 51. He's going to move into second down the front stretch. Does he have anything for Showblock?
That is plus 12 for Clayton Tilley, and he is knocking on the door of the lead. Showblock running mid to high, kind of a sit and duck right now. Tilley is lurking in the 51, looking for the lead off of turn number 2.
And caution flag is going to bring this party to a stop.
Plus 12 for Clayton Tilley, 14th to 2nd right now.
Look here at the replay, see what brought out our most recent yellow. And Josh Steinke, remember he had an incident earlier in this race and he got a little bit of help on that one. Back into the inside wall, nearly the same spot wall he made contact with earlier off of turn number 4. So things have gone from bad to worse for the driver currently second in the Next Level Racing 360 points. Now though, he's still rolling around in 12th. Still has a car to make it back through the field. He's only got to pass 2 more cars and he's got a top 10 car under him. The way things have been going tonight, he may just have to roll around the speedway and cars may drop out and put him into the top 10. For sake, he's got to hope for divine intervention or something to stop Ty Showblock, because that car seems untouchable right now at the front of the field.
With the way that Tilly was moving before that last caution, boy, he was looking good down on the bottom of the racetrack. We'll see what Showblock decides to do here on this double file restart. I believe he's going to go to the inside once again. Indeed, he is.
Just looking at the color change down there, it's nearly as dark on the bottom side of the speedway. You got to wonder if there's some moisture still left to be had on the bottom side of the speedway, as where the middle and top is starting to get black and slick. So I think the bottom could be the place to be. Find out here, as it looks like the pace car going to stay out for one more lap. His butterflies he's got under the front wing.
I did. I just noticed that too.
I'll get a good shot of it here on Ultimate Dirt TV. You know, if you're having a race or something, you could look at those butterflies and, I don't know, find peace in it or something. I just accept all methods to madness, and you got to respect Ty Showblock's method to madness, but he's got to look at those butterflies maybe a little bit before we go back to green flag, calm himself down a little bit as he sets the pace down into turn number 4. Accelerator, green flag is back out.
Into 1 and 2. Showblock continues to show the way. Tilly down on the bottom of the racetrack, going to go side by side with him into turn number 3. The yellow flag is back out once again.
Tilly gave him a shot off at turn number 2, so now Showblock has to know Clayton Tilly, or at least somebody, is right behind him. Find out what brought out this most recent yellow flag here in a moment. Man, if we could just string a few green flag laps together, this could be a barn burner of a feature. But nobody, at least on our end, is entirely sure what brought out that yellow flag, but nonetheless, back under the yellow flag. This will certainly set up for another restart, and Clayton Tilly may become the new favorite of this race because he gave a shot to Ty Showblock coming off of turn number 2, so Showblock has to know there's somebody working the bottom side of the speedway better than he is. Tilly, remember, plus 12 so far in tonight's feature event, trying to make it plus 13.
Showblock has been running mid to kind of high, at least through turns 3 and 4. And that's where Tilly's gotten an amazing run at least the last time we were under what has been the longest green flag run of this race, which I think was a grand total of 4 laps maybe, but it would appear we're going to go single file, Drake.
Seems to be a good call. Race officials. The green flag, Showblock cuts down the speedway. Tilly right on his back bumper as they enter turn 1.
Into 1 and 2. Tilly dips it down low off of turn number 2. You got a new leader, Clayton Tilly, from 14th to the lead. Ty Showblock into second now, trying to regroup and refire as Tilly begins to pull away.
This time we were at a Pennsylvania track at the Williams Grove Speedway with the 410. Clayton Tilly was working the guardrail. Those skills have transferred over to the tighter and smaller speedway as it's all Aussie at the front of the field. Caution back out.
Caution back out around the Lincoln Speedway. We've got a new leader, though. Take a look at the instant replay here.
And Pat Ketts, the car we're watching in car number 48. Down to 1. Oh, a little bit of a shot in the shorts, and it sends him up to the wall with Ryan Fruge. Fruge was the car that got into the back of him.
Well, that should be a fun exchange.
Yeah, that should be. He definitely gave him some help. One thing I'm curious to see is what does Ty Showblock do right here? As Tilly's good on the bottom. Showblock followed him there for a lap or two before we got that most recent yellow flag. Showblock's response. That's what we're all waiting to find out. Back there at Josh Steinke, he's trying to make his way back through the field for a second time.
It looked to me like Tilly was starting to pull away as they came off of turn number 4 that last time. He's getting off of the bottom of 3 and 4 very well right now in that 51 as we're going to go back to green.
Flag is back out. Anybody have anything for the Aussie? The field dives through turns 1 and 2. Don't count out Ryan Avila in that 49. He's got a good run off the top shelf down the backstretch. He works the 4th spot down turn number 3. He swings wide of Aiden Forrester. Forrester able to hold the bottom and hold the 3rd spot down the front straightaway.
Couple of cars running up on the wall as they roll back through the field, looking back at Josh Steinke, who's running at about the 7th position, trying to make his way back up through and doing so, coming off of turn number 4.
West has had a rough lap right there. He slapped the wall big time off of turn number 2, and he's back into the wall again over there, dropping like a rock through the field. Meanwhile, 3 wide for the 2nd spot off of 4. Aiden Forrester's got the preferred low line into turn number 1. He's looking to get ahead of Showblock. Showblock up to the fence in 1 and 2. They're side by side off the corner. Give it to Aiden Forrester.
Forrester, Showblock, Avila, and now here comes Mason Hannigan to make it a 4-car race for second, coming off of turn number 4. Forrester maintains the 2nd spot for now. Avila with the run on the outside of Showblock as they go into turn number 3. Avila up top, Showblock on the inside. They can turn to complete another lap.
49 machine is one of the first cars up towards the front of the field to work that high side. Just as I say that, Mason Hannigan goes up there at side by side for the 3rd spot down into 3. Showblock, your early race leader, now falling throughout the field. Showblock back to 4th, move the 49 up to 3rd. He may have something cooking on the high side.
Mason Hannigan looking through as the door was left open momentarily off of turn number 2. Now Hannigan tried to go to the inside off of turn number 4, but Showblock was able to block the move and the cautions back out.
At the replay here, figure out what happened. Sparky brought out the caution, and I'm not sure what happened, but he just came up lame off the corner. It looks like the car just straight up lost power. Maybe he ran out of fuel. Brent Wheeler, our producer, just pointing that out to us. Or, he runs the series, does Josh, and he thought the racing up front was too boring. I personally was entertained, but he's trying to sell his series, so I get that. Sometimes you got to make things entertaining. But yeah, I think the theory that it ran out of fuel is probably the most plausible because that car just slowed in the middle of turn 4 and never regained power.
Still 15 laps to go. I wonder if that's going to be something that's going to creep into the rest of these guys' minds.
I mean, I know Sparky's a busy guy, so he was probably doing something else while he's putting fuel in the car and maybe just forgot it. I'm just giving him a hard time because I like the guy, but a tough break for Josh. About it, he will be credited with the 12th place run here tonight.
Joshua Steinke back up to 6th.
Big right there. Showblock only in 4th, so a good job by Steinke by minimizing the damage. Maybe he could even pass Showblock and gain some points. We're about to find out. Green flag is back out.
Back into 1 and 2. Ryan Avila back to the outside off of turn number 2, trying to pull even with Forrester. Forrester's able to maintain the 2nd spot. Hannigan trying to come back after Showblock as they come back to resume that battle that was happening before the caution.
Up to the high side through turns 1 and 2. 49 almost had a run off the corner. He's still on the bumper. Avila not giving up on the high side. He's one of the few drivers able to work at both ends of the speedway. He's got a run on Forrester. He'll take it back to the high side.
Forrester running about a lane off of the inside of the racetrack, not completely down around the inside guardrail, but Avila's way up on the top of the racetrack as they turn to complete lap number 24 with 11 laps to go here.
Avila seems to have good speed off of turn number 2, especially 3 and 4 right here is kind of his weak point, but he's still able to get a good run off the corner. He pulls even with Forrester down the front stretch. That's the race for second.
Avila banged the right rear off the turn number 4 wall last time. It doesn't seem to be affecting him too much as he noses into the second spot. He does it again out of turn number 4. Ryan Avila on the top of the racetrack.
Utilizing the high side, which I didn't think would come back this race. Avila is working it to perfection. Question is, does he have anything for the Aussie up front? This could be one SpeedShop51.com car versus another for the win.
Clayton Tilley continuing to lead as they roll through and complete more laps. Ryan Avila in second, in Forrester third, Mason Hannigan and Ty Schobalak back into the 5th spot as Ryan Shreves now going back and forth with Schobalak, it looks like.
Avila able to keep that car pinned up on the high side, and he is closing in lap by lap. Avila is quicker by about a tenth that last time by.
Tilley has come up off of the inside of the racetrack just a tad through 1 and 2. Avila is rolling the top, tippy top of the racetrack coming off of turn number 4. Tilley slides up. He knows he's there. Here they come with 4 to go. 5 to go.
The line right there through 1 and 2. Kiss the concrete. Doesn't matter. He's still got the lead. Avila right in his tire tracks. Now Avila with the peak down to the inside off of turn number 4. Fantastic stuff here at the Lincoln Speedway.
Avila and Tilley as the caution flag is going to wave once again. Just as things were getting good at the front of the field.
You said it there, Kelby. We'll find out what brought out the yellow flag. Josh Steinke is the one we're going to be following here. Of course, he has made a good run back up through the field. Finally one that put him in. Oh, big time. He rode up on the fence, and it just got locked in. A great run from the back to the front to the back again. Back towards the front. We're going to get another angle right here. This tells more of a tail. He slides up through the middle.
That blue 17 down there on the inside is Ty Schobalak. He was about to pass him.
I just rode up on the guardrail and got caught up in the smoke or steam coming out from the front of that race car. So that tells me hit the radiator or something on it. We'll see if this puts him out of the race. Yeah, and he can't park there. Point. First child. Nonetheless, Tilley's still your leader, but Ryan Avila on the charge, and don't count out Aiden Forster. And look at that, 3 SpeedShop51.com cars towards the front. Could be a lockout for that organization. Mason Hannigan, the first non-SpeedShop51.com car, he currently runs back in the 4th spot, and you got to think he's gaining some valuable track time before tomorrow's Apex Autoglass and Tinting Wing 410 Sprint Car Championship race from right here at the Lincoln Speedway. You can catch that all tomorrow here on Ultimate Dirt TV. But for now, we still got a 360 race to decide. The Aussie brings him back down to the restart zone. Who is going to get it here at the Lincoln Speedway?
Back into 1 and 2. Avila takes a peekaboo down to the inside off of turn number 2. Tilley able to maintain the spot. Avila may have a run, though, as Hannigan tips it down low to the inside of Forrester off of turn number 4. They go side by side for 3rd.
Avila back to the top, Tilley to the bottom through turns 1 and 2. Forrester and Hannigan still slicing and dicing down the back straightaway. That's for 3rd. Hannigan drops the nose through 3 and 4. Forrester keeps it wound up top side. Forrester in the 20 will hold on to that 3rd spot.
Time starting to run out for Avila. Down the back straightaway and into turn number 3. He's sizing him up. Does he take a shot? He does so. Down to the inside off of turn number 4. Clayton Tilley keeps it. White flag is out. Drake York
trying to track down his teammate Clayton Tilley. Avila up to the high side through turns 1 and 2. Tilley pulls away. Final time through 3 and 4. Avila sends it up high to the checkered flag. It's Aussie here in Pennsylvania. Clayton Tilley the winner. Ryan Avila second. Aiden Forrester third. Hannigan, Tree is the top 5. Schobalak, Sargent, Frugier, Paquette, and Wheeler the top 10.
From 14th starting. Clayton Tilley wins this race tonight.
Tilley with a fantastic drive to the victory. The SpeedShot51.com, number 51. Ryan Avila, second. Aiden Forster completes the SpeedShot51.com lockout on the podium. Mason Hannigan, trying to play spoiler in the series tonight, comes home a strong fourth place result ahead of tomorrow's Apex race. Trees rounds out the top 5. A podium sweep once again for the 51 Esports team. That's something you don't see a lot, especially in a competitive series like the Next Level Racing 360s. Up all those 51 esports drivers with them here, but Clayton Tilley once again, 14th on the grid. Picks up tonight's victory ahead of Ryan Avila and Aiden Forrester, 2 team cars.
Should see Ty Schobelach get a little bit more comfortable with that points lead.
Paquette's troubles late definitely helped him out there, and we'll bring up Aiden Forrester, third place result tonight. And Aiden, it kind of seemed like you're always caught on the wrong side of things. When the bottom came in, you maybe weren't the first guy down there. When the top started to come back in, you maybe weren't the first guy there. Was it really just a big guessing game out there with the track conditions all night?
Yeah, it was a big guessing game. Made a slight mistake on setup and just wasn't adapting quick enough to the track. I mean, Tilley went down to the bottom way earlier than me. He was really fast, and then Ryan showed me the top there. And by the time I noticed he was up there, he was already passing me, and I could only follow at that point. Solid P3 will take it.
Anybody you'd like to thank for getting you on the podium?
Yeah, I'd like to thank Clayton Tilley at Speedshot 51 for all the help and support and the setups. I mean, that's a big factor in competing at this level, and I really appreciate it.
Forrester, third place here tonight at the Lincoln Speedway. Avila in a strong second place, and you were closing in on Clayton throughout the race there, and then we got that yellow, and it just seemed like you couldn't get past him. Did you need the race to stay green for longer if you were going to be able to get by Tilley?
Yeah, for sure. I knew I was going to set something up just a bit later in that race, and then just, the cautions and just kept coming out. Very quick up top. I knew it was going to come in later. I didn't make the right gear call, so I knew I wasn't going to be as quick early on, so I just, played my cards right, went to the top when I needed to, and I caught him, and, he played it very well, just moving up right in front of me just to protect it, and, we're teammates, so that's how we're gonna race, so, yeah.
Anybody you'd like to thank for getting you on the podium tonight?
Momentum Simsport, SpeedShot51.com, Trackside Collective, Tiltec Racing Products, Verdict Clothing, CT Design, CD Cinematography, and 1425 Cinematography for, what they do for me and the team.
In the last 3 races, his worst finish is second. Ryan Avila on the podium. We'll bring up your winner from 14th to the win, Clayton Tilley. And deep in the field, it seemed like you were able to get to the front fairly quickly. So what was the key through all that traffic to get towards the front?
Pretty much I was just running where no one else was, right around the wall on the bottom. So everyone sort of left it open for me or kept missing it, one or two, and I just made sure I put my car in there and got through as quick as possible. And yeah, it started to widen out at the end. I couldn't really run the bottom as well, but we were still able to hold on, run on the top and middle, and could pretty much put it anywhere, and it was good.
Down on the guardrail early, and that's where you ran for a majority of this race. So you think the bottom was going to be the place to be coming into the race, or was that something you found while out there racing?
No, I set up for the bottom. After the heat race, I sort of seen how fresh it was staying, and even after the warm-up, it was still really fresh. So I was completely committed to the bottom there. It kind of surprised me that it even moved up towards the end. So that's something to learn for next time and for tomorrow night in the 410s. So we'll take what we learnt and get better and hopefully get another win tomorrow night.
That's the plan. Clayton, before I let you go, anybody you'd like to thank for getting you in victory lane tonight?
Yeah, mate. Just everyone at Momentum Sim Sport and all the boys that chip in over there. Obviously, our main sponsor, SpeedShot51.com for all your setups. Trackside Collective, CT Designs, CD Cinematography, Tiltec, Verdict, Ultimate Dirt TV, and Sparky for putting on the league.
That's Clayton Tilley, your winner here at the Lincoln Speedway in the first appearance with the Next Level Racing 360s. LB, I believe our evening is at an end. First time that we've gotten to see the Lincoln Speedway in competitive racing action. What was your first take from this place?
What a race. It seemed like there was a lot of struggling going on. Everybody was flirting with disaster up on the wall, but man, once we actually got going there in that feature, kind of through the middle to later portions of that race, it definitely put on a great show here at the Lincoln Speedway. I hope you all enjoyed watching it at home.
I certainly did, watching this race here with the rest of you on Ultimate Dirt TV. And don't forget, the Apex series comes right here tomorrow, same time, same place, with the stars and cars of the 410s. We get a lot of pro drivers for that series. If you never watched the Apex Autoglass and Tinting Wing 410 Sprint Car Championship, last Williams Grove, 15 of the 20 starters were pro drivers, and I'm sure we'll have even more pro drivers in the field eager to get laps around this new track on iRacing. But that's going to do it for us here with the Next Level Racing 360s. Thank you so much for joining us on Ultimate Dirt TV. Hope to see many of you back here tomorrow at the fabulous Lincoln Speedway.